Hello and welcome to the Lion's Den. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome in. Welcome in. This is going to be straight to the point. I'm sure you're all wondering, where's this guy been? I want to say something else, but I have to wait like 2 minutes. If I don't wait 2 minutes, it's not going to be good for YouTube. Well, maybe more than 2 minutes, but still. You got to learn and let go. Um, I've been really sick. I'm still kind of sick right now. I'm not going to lie. It's been lingering for about a week now. I'm trying to get through it. But here we go. We're going to do straight to the point, all signs. Okay? You ever get that like inkling or that feeling that it's going to be better than you expected, but you don't expect it to be that good? It's kind of like eerie or freaky for me, but not really. I mean, I kind of want it to be, but I don't. Like, I don't know what I want because I'm like under the weather. I'm not gonna lie. Under the weather and have been. Anywho, welcome in, ladies. Welcome in, gentlemen, if you're watching in the background. Here we go. I'm not gonna do it like a crazy order. We're just gonna go in order. It's just simple. It's just easier, especially because my head's so fucking congested. Did I make 2 minutes? No, I tried. Shit. All right. Here we go. Oh shit, this is crazy. Oh, nuts. If you understand me, I want to say thank you. If you don't, just keep working towards figuring out spiritualism. And that's all I have to say. Like, literally, that's all I have to say. Like, I've had people in my energy for a long time, and whether it was months, weeks, years, they still couldn't understand me. You know what I mean? And people are going to understand what they're not afraid to fear. And I'm okay with that. They're not going to understand what you understand. And that's the point of the whole conversation. It's, are they willing to? Anywho, straight to the point. No more digress. I'm not digressing. All right. Here we go. Aries. Straight to the point for the zodiac sign of Aries. What do we have for you? What is going on with you? Let's find out. Let's see what it says. I gotta be fair. Everybody's gonna get a shot. I gotta fucking drink some Red Bull. Everybody's gonna get a chance. Oh, I gotta drink a little bit more than that for you. Oh shit. Half a can, that's not good. I have a backup. It ain't gonna last, so. What's going on with Aries? Straight to the point. Okay. Show me more. Okay. That wants to come out. Give it to him. Aries is telling me you're hating a single life. Oh, emotionally, you're over the whole. I almost feel like Aries is trying to pretend like they're not involved or aware of how much they're not really appreciating the love situation in front of them. There is none. Do I need to say more? There is fucking none. Aries. And if there is, just hear me out. If there is a love situation, I don't need the tarot to I'll let the tarot talk to me, but I'll go somewhere else. And that's the power of my psychic ability. Anywho, so if there is a love situation that you were thinking about, it's shit. It's garbage. It's garbage. Emotionally, because you don't trust it. You feel like it won't expand. You are aware of how you feel and you trust that decision. You want to have the communication, but at the same time, you're like, is it worth it? Am I wasting my time? So you're very back and forth on what to do in a situation, or you will be. What the fuck? Here we go. Aries, what the fuck is really going on? Three of Cups reversed, the Hierophant. You almost feel like every time you try to get close to something, it's just a waste of time. The Devil reversed. it puts you to a place where you're like, well, why am I handling this, or why am I dealing with it? What's the fucking, I don't want to say objective, but what's the point? You come across like, what's the point? Why am I doing this? Why am I making myself feel like try to surrender or open up to something that just doesn't feel like it's coming into balance? What the fuck? Here we go. Everything is fine. But you try to talk to the world like everything is fine. What the fuck are you doing? Aries, Aries. This is good. I should have called this Aries. This is your truth ass. You better shut your ass cheeks reading. Like, because you better pucker them cheeks up so nothing can go in, but just shit can come out because the shit's coming out on the table. Oh, that was easy. Right over my left hand. It means there's a point for that. The star and the four of wands. So you believe in manifesting a beautiful beginning or seeing a beautiful ending. But I get the energy with these two cards. I have strong psychic ability. And I'm a bitch. I'm not going to be afraid to tell you how strong it is. It's stronger than you could fucking imagine. Anywho, whether you understand that or not, let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you something right now. So that's what you want, but you don't feel that's what's going to happen. It's almost like you want to chase believing in the end result, but you don't want to deal with the work or trust the effort that it's available. That sucks. Here we go. Yeah, I saw the Emperor. Nine of Pentacles reversed. Five of Swords reversed. Two of Wands reversed. It has a lot to do with incompletions. Things that felt incompleted in the past in relationships, or whether they were platonic or past that. It has a lot to do with you making the decisions to move on from them and you trusting that it was your best motive. I don't know what that's about. Nine of Wands in reverse and the Ace of Wands also makes me feel like when I get the Nine of Wands and the Ace, the Ace of Wands and the Nine of Wands reverse for you, Aries, it makes me feel like you're afraid to open your heart up or trust a situation, especially for you to have that card of Justice upright with the Seven of Wands to the Emperor. Ooh, I knew you were coming. To the Ten of Swords. It's almost like you don't want to be emotionally burdened or surprised by a downfall. That's difficult. That's difficult. Now, if you're the Aries that likes to flare out your legs, whether you're a dude or a woman, I don't give a fuck what you are. If that's who you are, this isn't going to make sense. You're going to, diddle the ride, and it's going to take you years of experience to figure out what I'm telling you. Now we're going into like psychology. We're trying to basically, I'm trying to adult you in a bad sense. And that sucks because maybe you feel like you can trust that ride. Maybe you have to trust this ride, that ride, the next one to figure it out. It's probably not worth it. Four of Pentacles. It's going to leave you inconclusive or wondering. It'll keep you wondering or inconclusive to why the fuck does this keep happening? Or there's two things that get off these cards. It's inconclusive energy, or it's wondering if, like, I almost feel like you want to challenge yourself, but then you decide, what am I doing that for? It's not me, it's them. And you got to let go of that arrogance, pompous attitude because it doesn't get you anywhere and it doesn't prove the solid validation that you need. Five of Wands reversed, Five of Cups upright, Seven of Pentacles. It keeps you wondering. It'll keep you wondering. It'll keep you in a place of wonder. I just watched like 20 people watching. There must have been a lot of Aries watching this shit. And they were like, oh, no, bitch. That ain't me. That ain't what I'm doing. This guy doesn't know what he's talking about. You have no fucking idea. And I'm used to that. Ten of Wands. Like, too used to it. I'm so used to it that you watch a bunch of bullshit people out here that just want to entertain you, but they don't have the ability because they fear the ability. Just dwell on that bullshit. Aside from that, Seven of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, the Empress, and the Two of Swords. You've got to make a decision, and your big decision is going to have to be where to go and what to work with and what to try. You have a lot of trust issues right now, Aries, and you don't want to. I get the fuck the tarot. I'm going to talk to you like a fucking spiritual medium psychic that I am. I'm going to talk to you for real. I get the energy you fear trusting people or situations. Some of you Aries have that energy. I'm getting that some of you Aries have that fucking energy where it's like, no, you know what? If I do trust it, this is not all of you Aries. Some of you Aries are very um, well endowed with self. Have like a, it's almost like a fear of loathing, but at the same time, trusting yourself enough and enough of a backbone for it. And I do feel like that's in between on the women and men. But what I'm getting on your energy, it's like, okay, I don't want to go after something that's a waste of my time. But then there's the areas where it's like, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do it and enjoy it. And I'm going to learn nothing from it. And I'm going to keep doing it until finally the rocks spin in the head, you know, basically you figure out what's right for you. Probably a younger Aries. You could, if you're an older Aries and you're experiencing that, I don't expect things to change for you. Not for a while. Anyways, let's keep going. Page of Wands. You definitely could be in disconnection with a water sign or a fire sign, or not speaking to many people at this point, not knowing who you want to deal with or trust, if this resonates for you. I feel like you just want to move to calmer waters, but at the same time, you're unsure of where to put your, where to land the stake, where to go. Work has been a lot of priority for you. I feel like you try to let go of the victories if it's outside of the foundations or elements of success. When it comes to moving towards stuff that you feel like you're attached to in love or you imagine about, you think about rushing towards it, but at the same time, you start thinking about yourself or the things that are good for you and working towards those goals. Why? Because you're tired of heartbreak or not trusting situations, not knowing where it's going to go, not wanting to feel like that Four of Cups energy. Okay. Show me something else. You may see yourself being happy or on the verge of recognizing what you've been doing as well. For you to get the Ten of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords in reverse, the Eight of Cups upright, and the Eight of Wands. It feels like a circle. And I feel like the circle you're dealing with, you don't want to deal with anymore. I don't mean the circle of people. I mean the circle of reality. The circle of what you've dealt with. Some of you Aries, without the tarot, are really trying to focus on becoming burden-free, stress-free. I get this energy where it's like, I just got to stay stress-free. I can't let things get to me. Look at this card that stood up. Everything is fine. The card that stood up, everything is fine. There's these two. Let's see what they are together. I need to make that decision. I'm lonely. I'm tired of fighting. And I trust that I know that. And I trust that I know that. The High Priestess. I feel like you know that and you don't want to move towards anything that feels like it's going to come and go. You're just like, I'm over it. I'm going to cut that shit free. I'm done. I wanted to play with it at one point. I felt like it was something that was available to me. Illuminated. It was my imagination. It was a good feeling. It was structure. The Ten of Pentacles, it didn't look like it was going to work. And I didn't want to get stuck in a situation that felt like it was going nowhere. Knight of Swords in reverse. I feel like you've already experienced this, but I also feel like you're going through these feelings and thoughts now. I kind of want to give you more, but I kind of want to move away from your energy because it's like the only person that's going to teach you out of that problem is you. So what am I wasting my time with? If I say more, is it going to do anything for you? Are you going to gravitate to the honesty of it? Maybe. Or do you need to do that? Do I need to do any more? Or do you? I want you to think about that. I'll still give you more, you little bitch. I'm sorry. You ain't a bitch, but it was funny. Funny to me. Here we go. That's the last one. Let's see what you get. Nine of Cups. Clarify it. You gotta fight for yourself, but you gotta believe. Look at this. Look at this. Nine of Cups. Seven of Wands. I said that's when I said you got to fight for yourself. And look who showed up right after. Your ass showed up right after. Whether you're a woman or a man, you got to fight for yourself in your direction. But you got to love where you're going. Ace of Wands. You can't be. I almost get like a pessimistic trust in love. The Hangman, being stuck on the judgment or the outcome, or feeling betrayed. And some of you, it has a past experience. Past experiences is what's alluring you to hold that feeling. That sucks. That sucks. The High Priestess, not trusting things in the past because of all the dilemmas, the fights, the problems, leaving you feeling melancholy, or just like out of shape, like all fucked up. Make a decision. Make a fucking decision. Learn how to grow and work with people, but learn how to trust yourself. I almost feel like your deep message is it isn't about what you believe, it's about what you're supposed to believe. And I feel like that's going to teach you a lot, Aries. I feel like you have this stern attitude, like a fucking Leo or like a Taurus, where you're just being stubborn. You're being stubborn with your environment. You're being stubborn with people. You're being stubborn with your feelings. And you need to express to yourself how you truly feel. Psychology 101 for you right now. The faster you figure that out, the faster you get out of that rut. That doesn't mean you're not successful or you're not looking for success. You could be on other border of that. You could be the guy or the female that's successful or looking for success, but finding all the success in the wrong areas, that's not completing what makes you feel whole. So I want you to think about that and value the decision on how to work or put the etiquette into what makes sense. All right, that's what you get. Moving on to Taurus. Somebody feels like, I'm going to say it, I can feel the energy. Somebody feels like this guy has no idea. Bitch, it's not that I have no idea, it's that you won't let go. Sometimes the easiest thing in the paths of direction is letting go of what we don't want to believe we have to let go of, or not really fighting against the good that's in front of us that we choose not to see. And a lot of people struggle with that. Anywho, let's go. Trust me, it's a lot easier. Just to give this out to Aries before I move to Taurus. It's a lot easier for me to tell you the negative shit, the pessimistic shit, whether it's about your own sign, whether it's about the other sign that you're interested in listening about. It's easier for me to dig through the tarot with that and psychically than it is to tell you the good. The bad always comes out easier than the good. So when I have the opportunity to give the good, I love that. That opportunity is dear to my heart. So I want you to focus on that. And I want you to focus on what's dear to your heart, because maybe it will make sense to you, whether it's today, tomorrow, 6 months, 10 years. I don't care. That's on you. Here we go, Taurus. What's the message for Taurus? Straight to the point. What's the message for Taurus? I may get off screen. I may have to blow my nose pretty soon. All right. You're probably going to hear it. I'll move off screen to do it and hopefully wipe it right so I don't look fucked up on the internet. I'm not really worried either way. But I know it's going to happen. I'm going to have to blow my nose soon. You're going to see that I'm sick. Anywho, let's go. Taurus. Straight to the point. Two more shuffles for you. Two that didn't want to go out. These are going to be important for you in this reading. All right, just bear that in mind. The two is definitely going to be important for you. The two and Temperance, being patient with decisions that have to be made. That too is very important, and you're gonna just have to trust it. Split the deck in half. You're just gonna have to trust it and believe in yourself, or believe in the future. I just get this. I'm struggling with seeing the future or the outcome of the future happen, or finding the passion or having the time for passion in my life kind of energy. And I feel like you know this. A lot of that could feel like work has been priority or staying grounded for the zodiac sign of. Let's go. Let's go. Emotionally, what's going on? King of Cups. Straight to the point for Taurus. What's going on? Power 5. You're trying to be strong emotionally. It tells me if you've had to sacrifice any emotions towards other people or you've felt left out of the loop, stay strong and true to yourself emotionally at this point. Don't let people ride your emotions. Know the best. If the judgment's wrong or doesn't feel like it's the right direction, don't move towards it. Be like an entrepreneur or your own boss. Um, I almost feel like you're going to have to stiffen up. You give me an energy where it's like I'm going to have to stay stiff to the things of reality around me. As much as I know what I want, I have to stay stiff to the outcome. I can't let it be a burden emotionally towards me or attack me. Some of you, it's not just an emotional front, it's individually. Like you could be in a situation financially where you feel like you're being attacked or undervalued. Just watch out for that. Here we go. Taurus, straight to the point. So I get the energy like you'd be intrigued by the right conversations or love energy coming towards you, but at this time it doesn't feel like it's there. At this time it doesn't feel like it's there or it's showing up. I don't want to say you missed the boat, but it feels like it's not there. I feel like you're trying to focus on making sure everything is fine and not letting things get to you. Ten of Swords reverses is you coming out of an ending of things of the past. Ace of Wands is reversed with the Fool. I don't feel like you want to take a leap in direction. Um, it's almost like I get the energy where it's like I would love to see a beautiful outcome, but I'm not going to let it make me stand still. You're probably going to get money. Eight of Pentacles reversed. I feel like so either you're recognizing I don't have the time and energy for the work or the stability of a relationship, and I've got to work on myself or my surroundings, or you're learning that when it's time for it to come, the happiness will show up. Something like that. I just need to move forward with the world and spin the wheel. I got to find the direction and fight for that direction. I feel like you do want to manifest a beautiful outcome. Be happy, be surrounded by people you can trust, have those communications, but at the same time, it's not the work and effort that's delicate to you right now. It's not. Seven of Swords. You feel like you'd be lying to yourself, or four of Swords. This makes me feel like you'd be wasting your time. Like I'd be wasting my time emotionally. I can't do that emotionally. I got to focus on the victories that I should have already had or I should have already attained. Okay, let's keep going. Taurus. Taurus. I said money was coming out. Did I not say money was coming out? Nine of Pentacles. I'm so sick of this. I'm so sick of this. Like, come on. Nine of Pentacles. Are you not valued at what is of value or what's going to bring the value to you and those you care? I feel like this rides your mind a lot. I feel like you try not to express it, but you understand it for what it is. Red Bull time. Fuck that. Blow my nose time soon. Jesus Christ, I can barely breathe in here. Ugh. Let me see what else I can get for you. Here we go. I'm gonna shuffle a couple times. Why the hell not? I love when they just fall out of my hands. So let's give them to you. Nine of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Three of Swords. You might have had issues with three different people. Some of you, it was one, two, or three people. Nine of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Three of Swords. I feel like you had to find the objective or the resources to not let it bother you. To basically, stay timid, not get angry, not get excited about the situation. Recognize, fuck that. It's out of balance. It's out of whack. I don't want that. I want to focus on more money situations. Eight of Swords. Reversed. Everything is fine. Reversed. Did I not just say this? Did I not just tell you that? Think about it. Not letting things blind you, not letting things make you feel like it's out of whack. It's making me burp like crazy. Yeah. I don't know. Sometimes in life, it's best for you to do what's good for you. Worry about what you care about, but not let it get the best of you. It doesn't matter what zodiac sign you are. But if you do it to an extent that it doesn't bring in any awareness or change, what the fuck are you really doing? I want you to think about that. I want you to ponder that for a minute. If it doesn't bring in any value or change, or you think it may, but it doesn't, what are you really fucking doing? It does show me, I'm going to show you. I don't think I can. It does show me your magic. Yep, there it is. Your 3 shuffles after it was on the top. Your imagination is really strong. So it's like you're trying to paint a picture of a beautiful outcome, or you believe in one. If you came to me and you asked me that question personally, do you know what I would tell you? Focus. I would tell you to focus on that beautiful imagination. Start learning how to trust that imagination. Start learning how to challenge that imagination. And even if it feels like it's there for a moment, but it's whether it's correct or not, do it again and again. And then see where you are and see where other people are, or if they're willing to meet you. Some of you may take weeks, months, years for them to catch up, but it's about you sacrificing yourself and your time to figure out what's healthy, not only for you. It's one thing if you know it, but if your imagination's willing to run wild, I would never tell you. I would never tell you don't trust it. I'd be the last person to tell you. You need to trust that imagination. It just keeps showing me this card. I didn't even pull it out. You know why? Because the imagination will bring awareness. It'll show bleak endings and openings to new beginnings. It'll open your heart to the feelings that you can trust or you feel secure in. Stuff like that. Emotionally, you might have had situations that felt like they weren't playing fair. I do feel like this is behind you at this point. I feel like this is behind you at this point, or you've recognized I have to focus on change. I wanted to move in that direction, but I had to move away from that shit because it was voiding out my happiness. This might have pertained to family situations. For you to also get the moon in reverse, you could have a moon Taurus. You could be a moon Taurus, just saying. All right. Here we go. This first day I can like breathe out of my nose. And like tomorrow makes 7 days. Here we go. A little more for Taurus. I want a little more for you. Straight to the point for Taurus. You got to trust situations. These situations are, I feel like the situations you got to trust are within inside of yourself, not with what's happened in the past or what you've had to relinquish or let go of. Whatever you had to let go, look at this, Ace of Cups, whatever hurt you or tried to scorn you in the past, I feel like all it did was teach you how to move away from it. Not move towards it, move away from it. I feel like it built more character inside of you. I don't feel like you like this. I also get the energy where you wanted to believe it wouldn't go in this direction, but it did. What the hell? Ugh. Let's see what else we got. Show me something else for Taurus, please. Show me something else for Taurus. It's just telling me you had to make a decision. And the big decision you had to make was letting go of things that didn't work out or didn't favor you. So why do I get the energy like you favored situations or people, but they didn't favor what your peace of mind or your existence or your mostly your peace of mind? Like they didn't favor what was said. The communication was on the table or was available to be there, but it wasn't constructed completely correctly. And that was the fucking problem. Some of you are already over this. A lot of you may have come to the conclusion, like, will this ever change, or what's going to happen? I wouldn't focus on that. I would focus on what's good for you right now, because I feel like that's the direction I'm supposed to talk to you about. I feel like win or lose, you'll win, but you have to just be patient. You have to understand, like, the integrity of the environment and the people. I don't know why it comes to me like that, but it does. Like, you have to just trust. Not everybody's going to want to believe in you. In other words, not everybody's going to trust you. As I said, that one shuffle brought the devil. Some people are only going to trust in the natures of believing what their comfort zone is, that ball and chain. You know, they're only going to see the darkness of situations. I feel like you've said, fuck that, I'm out of here. My stability is too important, and I got to go in a better direction. And it seeks change, it values change, and it values love. Not only self-love, but love for finding true love. Go to the bottom. You may have walked away from either an earth or water or an air sign. Emperor, King of Wands, Judgment reversed. Emotionally, I do feel like it was hard to make the decision. Page of Cups, Knight of Wands, the love is reversed. But I feel like you've recognized the person only loved the little things, didn't love the things that meant everything to you. So they may have felt like you were all about sex, or that's all you cared about, or vice versa. Like, you may have felt that way. It's getting a little heavy. I gotta blow my nose. Give me a second, guys. Whew. It's gonna happen a couple times. I already know this. So we're gonna just do this. Boop. Oh, Jesus. Ay, ay. Oh. All right. We're back. I can breathe again. Here we go. Gemini. I think that's gone. Lovers reversed, Nine of Pentacles. You have an uncertain energy right across the table. First two cards. Nine of Pentacles reversed, Lovers reversed again. And look, now the Nine of Pentacles is upright. Are you fighting for a direction? I feel this unsure energy around you. It's completely unsure energy. Where to go, what to trust, how to land on your feet. Okay, let's do it. Let's hear for Gemini. Straight to the point. Let's hear for Gemini. Gemini. There you are with the Eight of Swords again. Nope, Nine of Swords. You're showing you're upset with trusting or leaving the past behind. You may feel like the past is... I get the energy where the past has made its... It's almost like you don't want to let go of the promises. Or you feel like you've made bad decisions with the past. But there's no communication yet, so what's really going on? What are you trying to balance out? You could be trying to balance out family, finances, and everything doesn't feel correct. I feel like you're trying to pretend like everything's okay, but it's not. It's fucking not. You're trying to be strong enough to let go of things. You're trying to let go of things or focus on doing things your way. Definitely doing things your way and not letting the past creep in. But at the same time, you keep looking back at situations that kind of hurt you. Seven of Swords. You may feel like you're dealing with somebody who's not communicating or who's lying to you. Or you may have somebody in your energy that feels that way about you. They feel like they can't trust you. I feel like you want change and you want to walk away from everything. The Knight of Pentacles reversed makes me feel like you're trying to trust making the right decision or moving on from a love situation or the way your heart feels. I feel like you just want balance. You've been wanting communication, but at the end of the day, Three of Cups and the Devil reversed, you feel like it's not deserved, or it's not gonna have the outcome you desire. Something about it's not gonna show me what I want. Part of you says you want to fight for it. The other part of you feels like you should manifest somewhere else. Nine of Pentacles. I do feel like you want to be creative with work endeavors. Clarify the Nine of Pentacles, please. Gemini. How do I get a creative nature on her? Show me what's going on with Gemini. Okay. You have two that came flying out. You want to make a decision in a work situation, but I feel fear. I feel fear or anxiety behind those two cards. It has to do with your stability. You got the Four of Pentacles. And a lot of you also want to elope or be in love or see the direction take off, but you feeling like that's not available either right now. Jesus Christ, what's going on? I feel like when it comes to dealing with leadership, it feels like they ignore you or they block you or they hinder your progress. Knight of Swords with the Queen of Wands. I feel like you want to open up your heart, but I got fear again. I feel like you're afraid to open your heart or start taking place to make sense of it. Let's go to the bottom. 10 of Swords, 5 of Swords, and 9 of Cups. So it feels to me as if it's almost like you have separation anxiety all over the fucking table. This has to do with love and career and emotionally feeling valued towards what's correct or the right direction for me. Jesus Christ, I got to drink some Red Bull for you. We're going to pick them up. We're going to see what else comes out. Now, if a lot of the same stuff comes out, it's just going to be an easy answer for me to tell you that a lot of what I just said is important for you to focus on right now. If something else comes out, it might be because the other part wasn't that important for the Gemini watching. Let's see what happens. Gemini. Both wanted to come out. 9 of Cups. I feel like you've got to focus on what's going to be emotionally supportive and make you happy. At this time in your life, I feel like you're trying to figure this direction out. I feel like this direction means everything to you. I feel like the Four of Cups and the King of Wands, it's not there or feeling like it's on the table. I feel like this is the burden you're trying to face right now. Ace of Swords and the Three of Swords. You could be trying to let go of things that upset you or you feel like don't fit you or show you face value, or wondering if it was even ever worth it. You kind of have this, I feel like I have a dark cloud over me energy. I feel like what I fight for doesn't fight for me energy is what it's showing me. So what it's telling me is you may feel like when it comes to passion or trust in love situations or the stability of it, I feel like you feel like it's drowning you. I feel like the judgments or the outcomes just don't feel realistic. I feel like you want to focus on being goal-oriented, family-focused more than anything, but at the same time, it's not giving you the completion or the happiness you're something about I'm not getting the happiness I'm looking for. King of Cups is reversed. I'm emotionally feeling blocked. 2 of Pentacles to the 6 of Swords to the direction I want to move into. The Page of Swords reversed to the Page of Cups reversed. I'm not getting the emotional response or the relevance that matters to me. What the fuck? Let's keep going. Give you a little more and we're going to move on to Cancer. Gemini. Straight to the point. What's the Star card all about? Somebody out there. So some of you have worked towards what I'm about to say. Some of you have worked towards the initiation of respecting the let go of the old, while others of you are still trying to figure that out. And I do feel like a lot are still trying to figure this out. I feel like the second part I said is more of the first phase value. 6 of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles. What do I do? Where do I go? Why do I feel this way? How do I get out of this? The answer is simple. Stop hanging on to situations that don't serve you. And I feel like the problem is you're hanging on to situations that you should have already let go of. And I feel like you won't admit it. I feel like I'm like if I had to explain it any harder, it'd be like you can knock on that wall. And if that wall is wood, it's not going to change to metal or plastic. It's going to stay wood. And if you keep beating your knuckles against it till they bleed, it's not going to change the outcome. You have to change it. Here we go. I can't believe I saw the sun in reverse. I'm so fucking not surprised for you because I could feel the unhappiness or the dwelling in you. I kind of want to shuffle in front of you guys because if it shows the sun again, I want you to see that it's reversed. But that means I got to hold my arms way the fuck up in the air for you to see what I just saw. If it shows up, it shows up. If it doesn't, I wouldn't be surprised if it went on the table in reverse. I was waiting for it. Here we go. 7 of Swords is reversed with a Page of Wands. You're just not sure of what the best direction is right now, or what to trust, or what to believe to go move towards, or what to change, what changes can bring value, or if it's going to be a waste of time. You're kind of embodying the energy of Aries a little bit. 9 of Wands, you're curious about who's going to love me or how are they going to love me, and is it going to bring in justice or balance? It tells me you want to know more. It's almost like you want to be that person like me. You want to be the person that can tell you the outcome. Trust me, when I tell you that, I don't need these cards to talk to you and tell you the outcome. Do you not think I've had friends or other people that are very successful online and they've come to me? I didn't go to them. They came to me about asking about people, whether they were online themselves or not, about what's going to happen with them. And I said, you're going to have to wait a couple months, but this is exactly what the fuck will happen. And it happened. Like, I want you to think about that. Keep your mind open, wide awake. Here we go. I'm not afraid to say a goddamn thing because a lot of people out there, they don't really open up their energy or know how to open up the energy for you to the extent that I do. And they don't really give a shit at the end of the day. And I've dealt with them one-on-one to know that and know who they are and know what they've been through, giving them a little bit of what I've been through, and they still didn't respect it. So why the fuck would I hide that? Think about it. Think about it. Is that healthy or is it fucking ugly like the devil? The devil and the Lovers. You could be attached to something from the past or dealing with something from the past and trying to let it go, but not feeling like it's the right motive or the right direction to let it go. Feeling like it's going to solve all your problems. I kind of want to tell you the answer here, but the other part, I kind of want you to fail. I kind of want you to see it for yourself so you can learn for yourself. How fucked up is that? How fucked up is me getting the Capricorn card and the Lovers card in your fucking reading telling you sometimes you got to fail and fall on your face to understand shit you're not willing to listen to? You know how many people I've read they weren't willing to listen till it happened? Get the fuck out of here. Life is life, and it's up to people to figure that out. I had to deal with that with family. I had to deal with that with friends. I had to deal with that with what's the best word for it? I had to deal with that with acquaintances, people that come and go. Here we go. There your card is. The Sun in reverse. Not surprised. All right, here we go. The Lovers, the Emperor, the Knight of Swords. So you have a strong desire about the direction you're going to head in. But with the 10 of Cups, you're open to love or the excitement of love or believing love will be there with happiness. It's just a matter of why can't I find it or why hasn't it found me energy? Why do I feel so alone energy? You feel very alone right now is what it's telling me. And you're holding on to your security, but you're also feeling like the security is not making the right, like, it's not feeling I almost get like, I feel like I'm sacrificing myself for something that I'm better than. I feel like I could be doing more and I'm not getting the more. I feel like the world isn't bringing up what I can believe in. I also feel like 9 of Pentacles. I'm aware of how I feel and I need to make a decision at this point and leave shit behind that upsets me. Good for you. The Wheel of Fortune's reversed. The Four of Swords is reversed. The Queen of Wands is reversed, and direction is upright. Clarify the direction. Five of Cups and the Magician. I hate to give you the message. A lot of you, I hope a lot of fucking Geminis watch this one. This tells me you may start off anew. You may start a new beginning. And it's going to be like awesome and exciting to you until it's gone. Then you may try to backtrack. If you try to backtrack what was behind you in the past, it won't be there. It won't, it'll forget about you. It'll let you go because you let it go. I'm not even sure. I kind of want to show you the tarot, but I'm like, no, fuck that. Let them figure this out on their own. Next, Cancer. I'm not playing around tonight. I don't have time for it. Well, I'm fucking down here. Can barely breathe. I'm sweating right now. Like, nah. Let's go to Cancer. Let's not fuck around. You fuck around and find out and tell me how you made out. You don't have to tell me. Time tells everything. I don't feel guilty. I don't feel dishonest talking to you, all of you right now, about what I'm saying. I understand things before they happen. And I have to deal with that on a fucking daily basis. But I pretend like it's not there. But I wait for it to show up or to be fucking validated without looking for validation. There is power that lies in that. And there's going to be more growth and expansion for me in that. But I'm at a point in my life where it's like, do I fucking really want it? Do I really want to fucking deal with it? Especially because I feel like everybody's eyes are so fucking shut to being strong or true, or focusing on what's really important for them. Or what do they really care about? I feel like everybody's been brainwashed since we were children, since we grew up to believe in. I'm not saying the Bible's a bad thing. It's not. Believing in God's a good thing. But I feel like you were brainwashed not to believe in spiritualism or how powerful the connection can be to have answers for other people or yourself that move you forward in a positive manner, that create good karma. There will be readers that talk about they're going to get their karma. Fuck their karma. What's your karma? What's the karma you're going to get? And if somebody can tell you whether it's good or bad, you should focus on that. You should focus on how to figure out. It's not about the power of manipulation. It's about the power of honesty or understanding. Once you figure this shit out, you're on a totally different plateau. And you don't let nobody fuck with you. You just recognize things and you have to wait for them to understand it. And then typically what the fuck happens is they don't like you. Whether it's they fear you, they don't understand you, or they don't like that you have the power in your hands. Trust me, I'm used to all of that. More than you would understand. More than I want to talk about. So I'm not gonna throw names down. I don't need to fucking it's this one and it's that one. Fuck all that. I'm not gonna do all that. We'll move on to Cancer. Straight to the point. For the zodiac sign of Cancer. I'm better than that. Here we go. It makes me feel good to tell you the truth. Believe you me. Especially like the only thing I will give you guys on the internet, on social media, is when it was like family. Now, some family was spiritual and they didn't understand or believe it in me until I had to give them no opportunity to not believe. I had to show them what they didn't understand. I had to let them see it for what it is. I had to express it to even people they married, where the fucking married person that's very religious, fucking parents are religious and shit like that, like pastors or whatever the fuck. And I'm fixing their mistake, but I look like the devil with what I do. But they let in bad energy and I'm the one here to clear it up. Like, fuck that. I ain't got time for bullshit. I ain't got time for bullshit with people anymore. I'm over it. You either focus, you pay attention, you learn, you're willing to do more for yourself and for others, or you're not. You're telling yourself you want something, but you're just chasing a fucking rabbit hole you can't fall down into. Here we go. Cancer. I'm so used to the bullshit. It's pathetic. To me, it's pathetic. It's beyond. Yeah, I almost want to say it feels excruciating to the experience or the challenges or the places I've put myself. Then it makes me wonder how much further do I want to go if people aren't going to understand? What's the point? Kind of. I'm being honest, and there's nothing wrong with somebody being honest with you. Cancer. Nine of Cups and the Devil. What do we got? What do we have for you, Cancer? Let me turn that shit off. Wrong button. I ain't putting that shit on for another hour. I'm dying here. Way too hot. Here we go. We got an hour. It was set for another 10 minutes. I'm like, no. It's hot enough in here. I'll be cold in like 10 minutes probably. Here we go. Oh, the Devil came out again. Nine of Pentacles, and it flipped over my left hand. Nine of Pentacles. Reversed. The Devil and the Nine of Cups. You may feel very emotionally unsupportive at this time. The zodiac sign of Cancer. I get the energy where you feel like you feel more emotionally unsupportive, or you feel like you don't want to deal with anybody or talk to anybody about how you feel. It's almost like if you have this I need to let it go energy, or I've worked at letting things go that bother me energy, but I can't feel any less than or lose any more sleep. Something about my sleep or my health is more important than the concerns of what I've dealt with. That's good. That's good. You're looking out for yourself, probably making the right judgment calls, because at the end of the day, I feel like your heart's open to wanting to open your heart to a situation that's closed. I almost feel like it's a strategy or like a self-preservation to like, I don't want to say self-sacrifice because it doesn't feel that way. It feels like you're trying to self-preservate a situation that's burdened or hurt you for too long, and you're aware of it. You're fucking aware of it. Let's see what this is. Ace of Cups. You're not happy. Emotionally, you're not happy because of the distance. There's a distance problem here. There's a lack of speaking or talking to an individual or working with them. King of Cups with the Fool. I do feel like you want to see things change for the better, or you want to make the best decisions in the future. I feel like you're trying to get strong towards this, and you're not trying to lie about what's going to make sense moving forward with the World card. I feel like you are very aware of that. The Magician and the Four of Swords. I do feel like at times, anytime you get upset or things bother you, you try to keep it to yourself. You don't try to let it escalate, or some of you don't tell anybody. Others of you tell one close soul. And it feels like a cousin, sister, something like that. Like I tell my sister, I tell my cousin, I tell my brother, somebody very close to you. It's the only person you tell. And I get the energy like you were telling them, but you're not telling them anymore. You're not giving them that awareness anymore. Those breadcrumbs or the truth that you gave them, you're not doing that anymore. Emotionally, you're holding back from what's bugging you. And I feel like a lot of it has to do with you don't want the anxiety, the fear, or feeling regret of a situation. Here we go. The Wheel of Fortune's reversed, the High Priestess. You also may be trying to figure out what direction is going to make sense, or build stability, or just open up the doors so things aren't so rough in life. That's something about I don't want to be in this challenge position anymore when I pick up these cards. Like I can't be challenged by shit anymore. I'm sick of it kind of energy. The Empress and the Six of Wands. I just want to head towards close and easy victories. And if they're not close, I want to find the victories that I've struggled to find. Here we go. Six of Swords. I'm going to move away from anything that emotionally deters me or disturbs me. This is just repeating energy I've already spoke. It has a lot to do with the Seven of Pentacles, with the past, or the past not showing up for you, you not going towards it, or not coming towards you. Here we go. Six of Pentacles. Things have felt like you've wanted balance with them. Look at this. You got double balance energy. You've wanted balance with situations. I just get this energy where it doesn't feel like it's panned out to your liking. Knight of Pentacles, Two of Cups, definitely in a love relationship or building finances. Some of you, it has to do with dealing with a job you unhappy with or trying to find another. All right, let's keep going. Eight of Wands and the Three of Swords. You may have let go of somebody that hurts your heart, a water sign or a fire sign, or stopped communicating with them completely and said, fuck that, I got to move on. And I feel like you already are aware of what I'm telling you. Ace of Wands, I feel like you're opening your heart and not letting anybody in right now. I feel like you're putting your heart towards the focus on what's going to make you feel secure, stable, or leave something good behind. What is it? Flip it. The Sun card is reversed with the Ten of Swords and Temperance. I just feel like you've been trying to work towards what's going to be the betterment in life or show more fulfillment, but it's been really hard to wait for it or to find it. Something about I need to find it, but it's not finding me. The King of Wands, the Hierophant, and the King of Pentacles. You have the Ace of Swords. So it comes down to finances may have been rough, or a love situation may have felt like you've learned about it. But when it's come to truth and clarity or speaking or emotionally getting that value or opening up to it, it never happened. It didn't happen. I feel like that's been the burden. The Death card, I feel like that's been something you've been fighting to end with or let go of. Let's keep going. It's a love situation you have not forgotten about. The Emperor, you're trying to stay productive, trying to build at this point, and you're very aware of what you're doing. Seven of Wands, you're fighting for a direction. You want to believe in like the outcome of life or trust in situations, but it's been hard. Something about it's been hard. It's been hard. It's almost felt like it's a daydream. The Knight of Cups and the Page of Swords. I daydream about a situation that just won't exist. The Knight of Wands, I want to play towards a situation. I want to trust the situation and move towards it. And this tells me it's on your mind all the time. This tells me you feel this a lot. This tells me you feel this a lot. And you know what's funny about that? Look at this card here. Four Swords. I'm going to tell you, be the best version of yourself. Accept the world for where you sit. Don't focus on the things that hindered you. Look for the best judgments and go after the best strength of making the right decisions so you don't feel like this anymore. And the easiest way to do that is communicate it to yourself or to the ones that need to hear it. And then you can have the abundance, the fruitful. Basically, you can fulfill the things you're looking for, but you're holding back a little bit. I also feel like somebody else is holding back from you. It's not just you holding back. I feel like somebody's holding back. I get like you're not saying something, they're not saying something, and you're trying to pretend like it doesn't upset you, but it does, and it upsets them too. I get like I can feel you both kind of in a predicament where it feels like this, and it shouldn't. It fucking shouldn't. Bottom of the deck. I'm trying to pretend like everything is fine. This is bullshit. Trying to pretend like everything is fine, but it's fucking not. If it was fine, you wouldn't get these two cards together. Anyways, I'm done with that. I wish you the best on that matter. Anything else for Cancer? Straight to the point for Cancer. What do we got for Cancer? Holy shit, a lot came out, and the devil's on the bottom again. But let's see what we got emotionally. Eight of Swords. Anything that's starting to disturb you or upset you emotionally, let it go. Open your heart and move in the direction that's going to make sense. Don't let anything fluster you, flutter you, sidetrack you. Fuck that. It ain't worth it. Your best bet is to trust that nature. Let go of situations that upset you, especially if it's on an emotional front, that it's too fucking much. Nine of Cups is reversed with the Nine of Pentacles. This is something you've been dealing with for this 9 and 9 makes me feel like it's been 99 months. It's been 99 years. It's been 9 fucking years. It's been too fucking long kind of energy. Queen of Swords, a lack of communication energy. Four of Cups, trying to get over it, trying not to let it feel like spelt milk, but it feels like a decision or something has to be done. Who's got the strength? Is it you? Is it them? It should be both of you that works towards fixing the outcome or understanding it for what it is, believing in a better, higher perspective. I can't tell you anything else. And if you feel like I'm not telling you something that makes sense, it's because you're not ready to move in that direction that makes sense. You feel like the judgment's not going to work. You want to trust where you're heading, but you're still going to struggle with that feeling. The Four of Swords, feeling like I should have done something different. And you'll look back at yourself and say, shit. You'll become aware of this outcome. Imagine that. You will become aware of this outcome or what you should have worked towards. Okay, that's what I have for Cancer. Thank you for the super chat, Chastity. I appreciate it. Leo in a second. almost feel like I had to tell Cancer like what you're supposed to do, but I get the energy like Cancer ain't doing shit. Cancer's just like, fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. You're not cool. You're cool. No, you're not cool either. Fuck you too. Kind of energy. You have the strong, I've given up on believing, not in spiritualism. I feel like you might have changed direction with how you feel towards it or how you can learn with it, or just direction in general for the zodiac sign of Cancer. Some of you have changed a lot, but you've chosen this direction because of the things that upset you, things you know you should try to change or fix, but you don't want to admit it. And I'm sitting here telling you, you don't want to admit it. Or the other person, could be persons, but it feels like person isn't willing to admit it or sacrifice meeting the connection. When will that break? I can't break that for you. That's like fucking trying to cut through a chain with like lop scissors. And that chain is fucking this thick. And you ain't cutting through that bitch. You're going to sit there for 100 years and nothing's going to change. Change is within the power of the person, power of the mind, figuring out what's healthy, what's not healthy, what's worth a shot, what's worth a damn. Trusting, believing, and even if you can't believe, allowing things to play out. And then if you have to be incorrect because you didn't believe and it does, you should be proud of that. Anyway, let's keep going. Because that's a part of the learning experience. What do we have for Leo? Leo. What's the message for Leo? Straight to the point. Here we go. I read one of the comments. Never let anybody keep you down or put you in a dangerous situation, especially if it's to the point where it's dangerous life and death. Never allow that. The second you see that, get away from it. Just get away from it. Trust me, there have been people I've loved that were outside of like relationship with me. There are people I love that, you know, they're family, and I've had to give them like the 411 on their shit. And I've had to wait for that 411 to drop, whether it was 6 months, 2 years, whatever. It was a long time for the truth to reveal itself to them, but it was already revealed to me. Did that make me feel grander, grandiose, or like I was gaslighting a person? Absolutely not. That made me feel like, why do I have to tell somebody something that they should already see? But they're going to get mad at me today to tell them about the future of tomorrow, which tomorrow hasn't set in for a long time. Not everybody shows themselves to you till they show themselves to you. But when I sit in a room with you and I sit there, I can fucking do things that most people can't. And I've acknowledged that. I can do that over the phone, and I've acknowledged that. This doesn't make me better or worse than a person. It just makes me an individual who has that fucking sacrifice because he cares about people in his circle, or the people who care about him, or put the value or the trust in him. That's all it is. That's all it is. There's no more to it. There's no secrets behind that. I've felt damned half the time. Like, why the fuck can I do that? You know what I mean? Like, I remember when I first came out here with this shit, and it was like I was asking for it, but I already had it, and I just didn't want to believe it. And then I had to witness how I had it prior to being out here. And then I had to keep figuring out how well I could develop it. That's the key of life. Develop the happiness you deserve, and don't let anybody disrespect you as you move forward. All right? If fucking life's too short, fuck that bullshit. I'm not one for that. Here we go. Leo. I wanted to give Leo a message. I actually picked up on Leo, but it was the women. Oh, I'm sorry, guys, but it was the ladies. So I don't usually do this with Leo women. So, Leo women, my Leo ladies, let's talk about it. All right. So, what I want you to do, and you don't have to do every little thing I say, but what I want you to focus on is the materialistic aspects of life. I want you to focus on whether it's something small of a purchase or big of a purchase, especially if you're the Leo lady who it's been hard to make ends meet month over month. This is going to make a lot of sense to you if that's you. If it's not you, it's not you. And I get that. If you're doing great, enjoy your fucking money, spend it. It's common sense. Here we go. But this is what I was getting. For those who are struggling, or it's like to me, it's like you're older. You're either around my age or older than me, probably older than me, and you just splurge your money a little too much. You enjoy the materialistic part of shit a little too much. Pull that back. Something about I need to tell you, pull that back. Start focusing on work, career, and investing not only in yourself, in tomorrow. Like it's going to have a lot of value for you. It's going to show you a lot of appreciation. It's going to give you a lot more confidence. It's going to make you feel a lot more excited about not having to worry about the next month over month situation. So if you're the style female Leo that likes to burn their money, work on figuring out how to put the money behind you or work more towards putting more behind you. So I came to two conclusions before I came out here. One was you either got to start continuing the work you do and add work to the equation. The other was just continue to do what you're working towards, pay the bills, pay the debts, but also start saving that money and forgetting about it, putting it behind you and not letting it be anything but something of security. I feel like this matters. I feel like there's a lot of women that are starting to play the catch-up game that are older than me. This is what I was picking up on Leo before I started reading Leo. I don't know why it was Leo women, but I'm like, I'm picking up on Leo women, and this is what they need to hear. There'll be time for joy and excitement. There'll be time for you to spend it and enjoy it. But while you can, put it behind you. All right, make the sacrifices. Go after the change. I guarantee you'll be happy with that outcome. Here we go. Now we'll start Leo. Let's flip these over, and over. Hold on. I want to flip all these over. This one too. That one too. Now it feels more comfortable in my hands. Now they're all the right way. Here we go. Leo. Straight to the point for you. Straight to the point for Leo. Holy shit. That's a lot. That's a very lot. Here we go. Let go of things that slow you down from directions. I feel like you're focusing on this now, or you're starting to see that this is important to you. This right here makes me feel like things that have made you feel stuck or aloof from situations. The Knight of Swords, the Three of Wands, from direction. Some of you, it's direction or happiness. I feel like you're trying to work towards letting that go. I feel like a lot of you, it was love and excitement or the expansion of creating a family or having a family, maybe leaving a family to start anew. Some of you, it's leaving a family to start anew. I feel like you're trying to face those fears and make that decision. I also feel like you realize the work or the time you've put into things that you've wanted balance with, it just doesn't feel like it's showing up, or it's leaving you kind of dissatisfied. That's why I'm telling you to save your money. All right. The Magician reversed and the Sun is reversed. Things have left you feeling unhappy or not knowing what to trust or when to trust it. This has to do with relationships. So some of you may have came across rocky relationships within the past up to 2 years of things just falling out of communication, or people not trusting you or you not trusting them. Whatever. Put the work in. Not only emotionally is it going to be a great support system for you, it's going to let you let go of the things that have kind of fallen off. The Five of Swords reversed, the people that have fallen off. It's going to help you. It's going to train your mind to not be emotionally attacked or to let it resurface. You may feel at times you want to move or make the best outcome happen, but then you may feel like it's not showing up. I feel like everything is fine is what you shelter or show. This could be for women or men. I feel like you try to show everything is fine, but at the end of the day, you're trying not to feel stuck to how everything really feels. The four, need I say more? The Four of Cups. I feel like you recognize what you want or emotionally are drawn to or attached to. Nine of Cups makes me feel like in reverse, like it doesn't feel like it's coming. And it feels like you've let go or you've sacrificed this, you've opened up with your heart, but emotionally you're still holding back on the direction of building, or making the right judgment calls, or financial matters happen to victory. Something like that's important. I feel like you stress about it and you're aware of it more than you want to let it go. And I feel like there's no other truth and clarity other than what the fuck I told you. And you are very, very aware of this. And you can't lie about wanting that 10 of Pentacles, the money, the family, the everything. The fucking everything, and moving in that direction, Leo. Love is on your mind lately. The Knight of Pentacles with the Four of Pentacles, it's also the stability, creating the stability within inside of yourself and not needing anybody. So you're going in two different directions where you're trying to let go of something that you felt like you was meant to have forever, but at the same time the change showed up, and it showed up very unexpectedly. And when it showed up, it hurt. And it made it harder for you to gain the two things that meant something to you: love, respect, family, and family values, and taking care of family or yourself. Nine of Swords. I don't feel like you want to be upset about it anymore. Queen of Cups. I feel like you're trying to emotionally let it go. I feel like the Hermit's trying to teach you emotionally. You can do that, but you have to fight for balance. Balance is key right now for Leo, and you have to be patient and honest with yourself about the outcome, or making the outcome true to your desire and to the events of, of nature, of becoming realistic, actually happening. Six of Cups. The past may have made you aware of something you were creatively passionate about, or you wanted to communicate it with, until it wasn't fighting for you. I feel like the answer is you can't hold on to the things that hurt you. You can't hold on to the things that hurt you or made you feel like they just didn't care. They didn't want to move or surface towards you. If they want to move on, fuck them. Let them move on. The Wheel of Fortune, the Ace of Wands. Don't let your heart be burdened, hurt, scarred. Move away from that and find balance. If it's hard to take that risk, you need to trust that it's over. The things are over, and you have to start a new begin. Something about start a new beginning. Move. Look at this. The World card. Let it be new, and let nothing get in your fucking way as you do it. Not fear, not anxiety, not stress. Just go after it. You've already felt that burden, the pain of it. What's making you stop from discovering what's healthy or good for you? Is it cutting out that communication completely, or just keeping it at bay, or very, very short? Some of you've already made the short connection towards it, but at the same time, you still stress about where you sit emotionally or how you feel. What should you trust? You should trust a little more inside of yourself, or what you can build. I'm going to tell you, because that's self-love. That's what I have for Leo. You got to trust and put a little more faith in your effort, your work, your desire. I guarantee you, I don't give a shit if you're a woman or a man. I guarantee you do that, you'll get what you're looking for. You'll get it. Now everybody's going to like what you get, or be your support system, but the right ones will and the wrong ones won't. And it ain't about what other people feel or how they treat a situation. It's about how you feel at the end of the day. Okay? All right. Let's keep rolling. Virgo. Straight to the point for Virgo. Here we go. What do we got for you? Virgo. Straight to the point. You're only going to get two. That feels correct for me. Here we go. What's it for Virgo? Something. Did you let go or have an ending? Something says you let go or had an ending. Something says you became aware. I feel like you became aware of a situation. Seven of Wands reversed. Everything is fine is reversed. I feel like emotionally you felt invested to a situation. Definitely could have been a fire sign or a water sign you felt invested towards. It wasn't for you. 10 of Wands reversed, 7 of Pentacles. When you look back at it, it's the 10 of Swords. Could have, so you got fire, water, or air. Could be fire, water, or air sign that it just felt like every time you tried to figure out the situation or what's going on, it just became overburdened that you had to say, fuck this, I got to get away from. Emotionally, I feel like you made the right choice. I do feel like you felt like they were coming after you for the wrong reasons. They weren't being legitimate or straightforward with you. They were also stressing you out or making you feel uncomfortable at times. You might have even felt like they didn't love you or they didn't know how to love. Knight of Wands, Page of Pentacles, the Hermit reversed, which is your card. The High Priestess is reversed, and the Page of Cups. You may have felt like they didn't learn how to love or they haven't let go of a past hurt from the past. This makes me really feel like they were holding on to, maybe they were hurt as a child. Maybe they were beat up. Maybe there was abuse, something like that. It feels something off. Two of Pentacles to the Queen of Swords to the Ace of Cups. I feel like you established recognizing you had to cut free of somebody that you wanted to be very close to. I also see the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. You said, no, I can't fucking do this. I've learned my lessons, or I have to say my goodbyes. You're not worth the risk. You're too dangerous kind of energy. I wanted balance, but my heart is too, I don't want to say my heart's afraid, but my heart's recognizing this isn't the right direction for me. Fuck that. And I'm leaving this out in the cold. 5 of Cups reversed. I'm not dealing with this. I'm cutting free of this bullshit. I'm moving away from it because it's not healthy. It's unhealthy, and I need true love aspects, and I can't worry about how emotionally I was attached to a situation, especially if I couldn't trust it as far as I could throw it. Here we go. What is it? 8 of Swords. You might have been, I feel like this tells me you were worried they were going to try to keep coming back towards you. What is this about? I feel like you were worried about they were going to keep coming back towards you. This makes me feel like once or twice they may try, but at the end of the day, you'll find your happiness. You'll lose that connection with this person. So there's somebody in your energy where if they were toxic or unhealthy for you, they will stay at bay, but they may try their shit once or twice before they're completely gone. You might have to draw the line to cut them out completely, to basically say, listen, I'm not going to wear my patience, or I'm going to get the authorities involved. Stay the fuck away from me. I will put a restraining order on your bitch ass. Leave me alone kind of energy. And it'll lead to your victories. Knight of Cups with a 5 of Wands. I don't feel like you want to fight for people when it comes to judgments that make you feel insecure or out of balance. But also when it comes to balance, 7 of Cups, I feel like you're looking at situations where emotionally you've said, you know what, I can't be stressed out about outcomes where people are going to hurt me. I got to focus on my foundation. Foundation feels real strong to you right now. Very strong to you right now. I feel like foundation is very imperative. You also some of you may have felt like they were coming after you, if whether you recognized it now or recognize it later, like it was a money matter. Just get this money energy, like they didn't have enough, or they wanted what you had, or they expected in the I feel like if you weren't with them for more than a year, or I'm going to say up to a year, you didn't really see their true colors all the way. You saw some of them, but you didn't see how much the person become like a couch potato or try to sponge off your energy. They might have started to show you a different environment of themselves or a different person completely, but they never showed you the full thing. And if you're smart enough to cut them out, good for you. Here we go. Star card, Ace of Pentacles, and the 5 of Pentacles. Sometimes it's better to recognize things need to be left behind, whether it's things unsaid, things undone, feelings unhealed. All right. Sometimes that's the smart move. You can't always move and fix everything. Sometimes it's best to make the best judgment for you and let the wheel keep spinning. When toxic behavior shows up and you were expecting the outcome to be beautiful, marriage, glory, sometimes it's just something to experience and to move away from before it's dangerous, scary, or out of sorts. Sometimes you need to cut free of things that when it comes to the communication, they stress you out, might even frighten you, more or less stress you out or make you wonder, well, what happens if I went in that way? Well, I think it would have slowed you down, to be honest with you. I feel like it would have slowed you down, or you would have had a change of heart or felt like you were being stuck by a situation that your heart wasn't open towards. And at the end of the day, it would just brought more pain, more upset, more emotional disturbance. Oh, I'm going to blow my nose again. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. I'm probably going to read that and blow my nose. Virgo, so you may have had some situations where it just didn't feel comforting. It also may have lacked I just feel like it wasn't giving a share fair of the business, a share fair of love. I think it was hiding the truth. I get this. I'm hiding the truth energy all over Virgo. I feel like some of you Virgos have already dealt with this. Others of you, it's a recent matter. But a lot of you have already dealt with that energy. Anything else for Virgo? Straight to the point. You showed up in reverse. I feel like it's strengthened you. I feel like it's taught yourself what to love and what to cut out of your life. I feel like it's bringing in more absolute balance, and it's going to help you focus on the things that make more sense in direction or you want to play with. I feel like a lot of that brings in a lot of financial gain or acceptance to be on your own. Something about I can be on my own. I don't need the past to make me feel like it's going to carry me or upset me. You have a lot of, I can't worry about a love situation that could have hurt me. I can't let this hurt me. I can't wonder about what's hurting me. I can't stress about this. I can't work towards it. It is what it is, and I'm letting it go because I need to focus on the Ten of Pentacles energy. And I need to be emotionally receptive to understanding that and aware of how I feel. It's a different matter of knowing what you want, but also knowing with the Seven of Cups, I deserve more. I get this, I deserve more, and the victory I could have had wasn't with this person or it wasn't secure. This is why I let it go. Emotionally, I was a little distraught at their behavior, but the death was the best part of it, the ending. It's because I can't pretend everything is fine because it wasn't. And I have to be my own boss, my own person. Good for you, because otherwise, this is how you would have ended up with the Ten of Swords energy. All right. Thank you, Virgo. Virgo, I really enjoyed your message because it really felt like you had so much self-respect and so much pride that you didn't want to believe in, but you had no choice to. I almost feel like Virgo felt pitted into a corner or felt like they were being taken advantage of. And I don't like that shit. All right. Anna. Anna's like, I'm not here all the time. I'm not going to replace anybody unless you really need to be replaced. Nah, I'm not replacing anybody. But thank you. I've got a couple in here tonight. Maybe I'll make Anna one in the future. I'm really focused on that. Here we go. Thank you, Anna, for being fire. I do appreciate that. Let me read that comment. Back in the dreams. Okay. You asked questions. I wasn't going to answer questions. But I do feel kind of like I should because you did pay. That's kind of nice to do something nice for somebody. Hakem, the dream. I'm going to read Hakem real quick. Let's see what we got for Hakem. She doesn't know what she wants. Ten of Cups reversed. She's stuck on the past or how things have treated her in the past. She wants to be open, or I almost get the energy like this is something she feels like she can move towards, and then she lets go or she fears love. Look at this. Fears it. She doesn't know how to play with it. She's not really drawn towards it. She's a very in and out person. Whether Izzy's a dude or a man, Izzy, I don't care the sex. I'm not trying to focus on the sex. I'm not really going to do all that hard work. I can tell you, Izzy, woman or man, isn't really willing to put the work and effort into a situation. I don't like to talk about people like this, but Izzy's going to have a lot of sexual relationships that open and close. That open and close. This person will, like, and I feel like if you lived closer to Izzy, it probably would have happened. And then you would have tried to get contact, might have happened one more time, and that's it. And then Izzy's jumping to the next person. Whatever the fuck that's about. I get Izzy's not willing to sit still. Izzy's not willing to sit still at all. No. And Izzy's aware of this. Izzy's aware they don't have the patience to sit still with a person. They don't know what they want emotionally. They're still trying to find that. Seven of Swords, and they lie about how they want to move towards a situation, but they really don't know how to feel secure in love. They want to move towards the world. They do feel like they're over situations so they can go towards happiness and love. But emotionally, I don't feel like they're really telling themselves the truth. One card. They're not telling themselves the truth. That's a no card. Stood up on its side, hit my post over here. They're not telling they're not over situations that have hurt them. This person, Izzy, has not let go. Not at all. So they may be very sexually frustrated. They also may not feel like they can trust situations or want to feel very attached to a specific individual. Something about, I don't want to be attached to a specific person. I hate to say it, but the person may not have had the best upbringing, whether you know that or not. No, best parental direction is what I'm picking up. Hold on. They don't know what to play with in love. They fear being passionate towards something or sticking around. I'm done. That's what I have for you about Izzy. They need to strengthen that up and make decisions, but I don't think they're ready. I think that they'll be ready when they need to be ready, but I really don't see them being ready. I feel like the King of Swords, you could try to communicate with them. What's going to happen? Six about you'll look for balance, but you won't end up with the victory you're looking for. They'll either just feel like they'll move in a different direction from you. They'll leave you out. They're going to continue not to talk to you, is what it's telling me. This person won't continue to communicate, or you'll get a little communication just for it to stop. Yeah, fuck all that. All right. Sorry I didn't give you what you were probably hoping for, but that's what you get. All right. Libra. Here we go for Libra. Libra. What do we got for you? Straight to the point. Ten of Swords. Why is the Ten of Swords on the table for Libra? It has to do with this card. 3 times, it's coming out. Not getting the happiness or the outcome with a wish fulfillment. This could be with an air sign like yourself, Libra, or a fire sign. Could be other signs, but that's what I have. 3 cards on the table. These two really wanted to hit home. Definitely could have been a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius like yourself, or a Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Here we go. And more air, Ace of Swords. I almost get like you didn't get the happiness or the truth and clarity you were expecting. 10 of Wands. Definitely an air or fire sign. That's all you have on the table. More air again. There you are in reverse. I feel like you're having a hard time letting go of an ending. Now, if it's not you, it's the other person. So for some of you, it's you letting go of an ending. Others of you, it's the other person letting go of you. Clarify anything you can for Libra. I get the energy where you want to believe in balance, you're getting victories. Some of you, it's about letting somebody come back in. Others of you, it's them thinking that you're coming back in. But that at the end of the day, I don't see forward progress. I feel like somebody's staying away. I get this, somebody wants to stay away, whether it's you or them. Somebody's not letting this happen. So there was either third-party interference. It does seem like there was third-party interference. Because why else would somebody not want to come back towards the situation? Usually that's what it is. Temperance. Somebody's been trying to patiently wait or believe in manifesting an outcome. They're not getting the communication or the desire they're looking for with the Four of Wands in reverse. The Four of Swords is reversed. The Two of Wands and the King of Pentacles. They could be trying to focus their energy and not be stressed out or having headaches and focusing on career more than anything. I'm telling you, it's career. Like they're focused on career, but they're still hung up on endings or feeling like things ended too abruptly, too fast, didn't make sense, got cut away, and they want to work towards it or strengthen up the communication and open up emotionally. I still feel like somebody's afraid to speak up, though. I get the Three of Wands in reverse. You're at a distance with the communication or making the forward action. Queen of Cups, Five of Pentacles. It's the person that feels like they were dropped off. So the person that was cut out may have felt like I wanted to find out more or have more of a conversation to find out the truth, but I'm not going to get there, or I believe I can get there, but it's not showing up. So it's an effort situation. The Knight of Swords is reversed. The Knight of Wands. Some of you, if it was a air or fire sign, I feel like you're trying to just say goodbye, good riddance to it. Seven of Wands, to the Page of Wands, to the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like something you thought was worth fighting for, isn't fighting. There's a couple stories here. So I feel like you dealt with somebody that you felt like you had to cut free of that wasn't worth your time. Now I get something else where somebody you've dealt with wants to come back in because they feel like you're cutting off somebody that was worth your time. What the fuck? I'm getting like a cross. I'm getting like three energies in here. Here we go. The Emperor, the Ten of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, the Judgment's reversed, the Ace of Cups, Ace of Cups, Three of Pentacles, and the love. There's no love here. The Ace of Cups, the Three of Pentacles. It's lusting over the past. Somebody's holding on to the past of a situation or believing that they could figure out more of what they didn't find out. It's almost like a what's wrong with me, but they don't care about what's wrong with them. They mostly want to know what happened, why it happened, why it became dead silent on like there's no communication. Why didn't we communicate the problems? There might have been a lot of deception, or there might have been a lot of fighting for who's going to wear the pants, who's going to be the security in the relationship. Somebody might have felt like they needed, like they were sacrificing that backbone or that energy. And emotionally, it was draining. It was draining, and it was hard to actually. It was one of those situations where it was like, I'm going to pretend like everything's good, but it's not. I'm going to pretend like it's all good from the past, and it doesn't bother me, but it did. I don't feel like either party's working on this. The only other sign I'm going to tell you I feel like this could be is Earth. Air, fire, or Earth sign you dealt with. I do feel like somebody wants to either start building and building with somebody, or at this point, to trying to accept their being on their own, but waiting for the next best changes to evolve. Something like that. I do see that somebody does think about love all the fucking time. It's on their mind, whether it's you, them, I don't care who it is. But at the end of the day, that it's not showing up, or they're not chasing, or they're not speaking about the direction, or looking for it kind of energy. I feel like that Nine of Swords energy embodies the practice of somebody knowing what they want, but not giving time to it, not basically letting it build up inside, knowing what they want, but holding back from it, or not releasing. Whether it's the Libra or whether it's the person or other person in the equation, there's too many people in there. It's kind of aggravating me that there's three people showing up. So I do feel like Libra, you could feel like somebody was leaving you for somebody else, or was treating you as the side person. Maybe you were the main person at once, but you became the side person, Libra. That's what it feels like. Libra's trying to pretend everything is fine. I feel like Libra's got to focus on manifesting things that are going to make them happy, or show them like a true outcome, a true happiness, a true desire. Give me something else for Libra, please. Just one. Just for Libra. You may have to cut away from a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or cut away from your own. Cut your feelings out like completely. Some of you may have felt like they may have felt that way. You felt that way towards them, like you were just cut off emotionally. The Four of Pentacles, look at that, with the King of Pentacles, holy shit, with the King of Pentacles and the Hanged One. Somebody felt lost. Somebody felt lost with direction, stability, or trusting in the situation, or emotionally speaking. It was like it would drown itself. It would drown itself out. So you guys weren't communicating emotionally or receptively. Communication's above it, emotions is below it. Knight of Wands, I feel like it needed more practice or balance, but it never really showed its footing. It never really gave what it was supposed to. The Hierophant's reversed. The World is reversed. The Fool is reversed. The Knight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles. I feel like a new direction, or being strong in a new direction, is going to be where you find contentment. King of Swords, cutting out what's burdened you, letting go of celebrations from the past or the past in general. I feel like Libra's going to have to open up to a total new creation or direction and desire. And I feel like the best way to do that is to let go of the things that bothered you in the past. I feel like if you didn't do that, the other person did, and you need to do that, or vice versa. That's what I'm seeing. So somebody didn't do it, whether it was you or them. Somebody didn't let go fully. And that's the issue I'm seeing. Somebody needed to accept. Look at this. 2 cards split in half. Death and 8 of Cups. Somebody needed to accept. Let the ending stop. Walk away. Let the ending stop to start a brand new cycle, brand new beginning. Somebody, I just get the energy. Somebody's not willing to. Somebody's still holding on. And for some of you, both of you are holding on. One's barely holding on, and the other one's holding on a lot, but nobody's doing nothing. Whatever. Whatever the fuck that's about. Scorpio. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Scorpio. Here we go. What do we got for Scorpio? Decisions. 2 of Swords landed in my lap. What's going on with Scorpio? You could be waiting on news. Some of you could be waiting on news, whatever that's about. Waiting to hear about something. Here we go. King of Swords, reversed. I get like you could have some news coming towards you or hear something about an ex. This is fucking strange. Some of you could hear something about an air X sign or a Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus air sign. You could hear something, but I don't feel like you let it get in your way. I feel like it stays behind you. I get this, it stays behind me energy. Ace of Wands, I'm not really worried about it. They may think they can come towards me, but I'm manifesting something else. 10 of Swords, I'm letting go of things that I've already dealt with. The Tower, I've accepted change. I've grew strong because of this. This person is moving in the wrong direction energy. I'm happy where I sit or where I'm going. Something about you're happy where you are right now. This makes me feel like you're happy where you are. You're content on knowing what you want to see or looking at the future with the King of Pentacles. You're very aware of this right now as well. 5 of Cups energy, I feel like somebody wants to come in that's hurt. 3 of Pentacles reversed. I feel like this is you saying, no, I want to allow it. You're like, no, fuck you. I'm not allowing you to come towards me. The happiness is not, you're not going to ruin my happiness. You can't block my sunshine. Clarify it. You're going to cut them out or keep them at a distance. If they tried. So I get 2 things. Somebody could have already tried this, but I also get, you may just hear of somebody like an ex you dealt with. I don't want to be that guy, but I feel like you may hear of something ugly with an ex, something that may have happened to an ex. I don't feel like you reach towards them. No, I just don't feel like you. I'm over. I don't feel like you move towards this. I feel like you hear it and you let it be what it's heard. I don't feel like you're gonna be fooled or let it throw you out of balance. I feel like you let that ending happen because you've had to make sacrifices towards what you want. 4 of Swords, it may upset you or may make you feel like you should move or speak or communicate to them. Just be patient with your feelings. 10 of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, 8 of Swords. Don't let worry or fear get in your way. Just trust that if it feels right not to talk to them, don't. I feel like I need to tell you, don't talk to them. I'm over this. Stay at a distance. You're the water sign. Stay away from it. If you look at, there you are. If you know it's unhealthy for you, stay the fuck away. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't let it stress you out. Don't let it be your burden. Don't worry about the shit. Don't be overthinking about the shit. Focus on you and what's good for you, what you care about and what cares about you. Not about what should have cared about you in the past but doesn't care about you now, but now it's got some shit going on and now it's going to play with your feelings. Don't let shit meddle with you. Fuck that. High Priestess, trust the information, trust the situation, trust yourself. Focus on the victories you want to have. Go to the bottom. 1, 2, 3. You may have been feeling like you're struggling with a love situation, or like it feels a little stagnant right now, or like a love situation's having a hard time building the correct financial outcome or gain. If you're single, I feel like you're just not sure of who to trust. 7 of Wands reversed with the 5 of, you're definitely not sure of who to trust if you're single, is what it's telling me for the single Scorpios. Some of you have cut free of the burdens of life and the expectations of fighting for things that won't fight for you. I think that's the smartest thing you can do. And I feel like if you have somebody, you hear news of somebody that you had to get away from, there's no reason you have to bring them back. If it was to the extent where they were like super unhealthy for you, just hear it and move on from it. I do think you're going to be smart enough to do this too. For the majority of you, I feel like you won't let them mess with your inner peace, your inner child kind of energy. The Hermit's reversed. Knight of Cups. I feel like you're trying to figure out what direction is going to make sense for environmental, not just your environment, for like celebrations or for commitments, for collaborations, for experiences. I feel like you're trying to work towards that and figure that out right now. I feel like you're trying to gain a higher perspective on that, whether you identify with it now or later. You're almost like testing the waters with what you want to believe. I feel like you've been doing this for several months, like 3 or 4 months at least. What's worth my time? What's not worth my time? Kind of energy. And you've been really trying to hone in that experience or that understanding, that knowing. Here we go. Anything else? Scorpio. Balance. King of Swords. You may have had to cut people out. I'm going to tell you, within the last 3 to 6 months, definitely had to cut people out. Page of Wands is reversed. Page of Cups. Emotionally not be burdened. When it came to your stability or just a trust factor, something about this makes me feel like they were very untrustworthy, or they undeemed an unhealthy relationship where you couldn't pretend everything was fine. I feel like you couldn't let things get to you. And this makes me feel like you had to let go of people or learn that not everybody's going to be for your highest intuition, your highest good. You had to acknowledge you couldn't trust everybody. I feel like you've gained this perspective and you're getting things into balance, and you're trying to take care of situations with as little downfall or problems as possible. I do feel like you're trying to align what direction makes sense while staying away from toxic areas or driving into a cloud of shit kind of energy. Stay passionate and keep your heart and mind's desire open to looking at the front to the end game. I feel like if there's something you desire, work on it from the beginning to the end, and don't stress about where it's going to lead you. Some of you may be saying goodbye to a relationship or had no choice but to leave a relationship behind and stay single for a while. Whatever that's about, that's what it's telling me for Scorpio. Whether that's recent or that's been a couple of years for you, maybe 4 years, something like that, 5 years. I don't know. I'm not trying to figure out the time for 8 of Wands. I feel like you've been at a distance with communication from somebody, and you could have been at a distance in communication with somebody, or felt like they chose somebody else. Whatever the fuck that's about emotionally, I feel like you let that go. I don't feel like that's what's coming towards you, though. I feel like things in the past that could come towards you or show up, you don't want to face, that could be similar to stuff that get in the way of your direction or your fortune. Whatever. That's what I'm seeing for Scorpio. Here we go. Sagittarius in a second. We'll do Sagittarius in just a second. I might blow my nose again in a minute. All right, Sagittarius. Here we go. Sagittarius does not want to feel stuck with their feelings, their thoughts, mostly their thoughts, or the lack of things. Sure, I just get this. There's no card that says it, but I get this lack of change energy. Like you want to transmute or communicate changes. You want to see things establish a great structure, availability. But at the same time, you're not going to wear your emotions on your sleeve, and you're aware of this. You're not really going to let people get to you. I feel like your intuition's very heightened because of the things you've dealt with in the past. You're going to be very careful with how you open up emotionally, is what the tarot's telling me. The Page of Swords reversed, you will cut free of situations if they don't show you value. What landed in my lap? And I feel like you are aware of this. If they don't show you happiness or they make you feel like you can't trust them, I feel like emotionally you back off from them. I feel like the Chariot, you'll say no, goodbye, you'll stop going in that direction. Three of Swords is because of you know what you've dealt with. Eight of Wands reversed is because you know what you don't want. Three of Pentacles is you looking in a direction that you want to build. The world makes me feel like something you want to succeed towards. I have the Hierophant here. I feel like you've learned a lot. You've had to cut out a lot of deception. The Five of Pentacles, let go of a lot of things that hurt you. I also feel like with the King of Wands energy, your energies, you've accepted this acknowledgement. You've opened up emotionally towards yourself, kind of showing yourself enough self-respect, and you're willing to grow in a direction or move towards a direction that feels solid. And if you have to fight on your own, you're willing to do that, no matter how hard it is. Something about I had to fight with all, look at this, all these people, all these fucking people, but it wasn't the judgment or outcome that was right for me. I had to let this go. Ace of Wands is reversed. It wasn't true love. It upset me. It hurt me. And I'm sick of being patient with it. Empress, I'm sick of it stressing me out. It's part of my past. It's going to stay there. I've let this go completely at this point in my life. I've learned, I've lived, and now I've got to find the things that are going to make sense to me, make me happy, or bring in true perspective and balance. This is the direction I'm going to focus on and head in. I can't let things upset me anymore. The Emperor is reversed. The Ten of Swords. I'm tired of this or saying everything is fine. I'll just cut free of that because it throws me out of balance, or it doesn't make me feel at home within my family, within myself kind of energy. I feel like you're going to take risks, but you're going to play with risks, but a lot of it may be with not stressing financial situations, but also dealing with the wrong individuals or trusting the wrong individuals. I feel like you're going to be very methodical or careful about how you move forward, whether they can come with you for the ride or whether they fall off. Two of Pentacles, whether the Pentacle that's in her lower hand and drops to the ground. I feel like if you can't trust it emotionally, you free yourself of it. Seven of Swords. If it feels untrustworthy, you decide, fuck this, I'll move on and I'll build on my own. I feel like you're aware of this. Eight of Pentacles, and you're going to continue that effort. I feel like you've been doing this for quite some time. All right. Nine of Pentacles is probably the best place for you to be. Seven of Cups, you may be trying to expand your mindset. Something about your mind makes me feel like you're trying to expand your mind or your emotions towards a happy outcome in love. So you may be trying to spiritually grow, but at the same time, you want to see something change in love. I don't feel like you'd like to admit to people the love situation. I feel like the spiritual thing, I don't get you would talk to people about it. I get the energy, like the right person, you would tell them how you're spiritually changing or you feel more adaptively connected to spiritualism, but you wouldn't really want to talk about how you feel in love, whatever the fuck that's about. Five of Cups is reversed. The Moon is your awareness about Ace of Cups, how you feel in love. I'm done. All right. I love you, Sagittarius. You sexy bitch. Like, that was ridiculous. I just get this energy with you where you're like, nah, fuck that, fuck you. I feel like you're playing very careful. Very careful. And I feel like you know what the fuck you're doing. The Moon card fell out. I feel like you fucking know what you're doing. Good for you. That's kind of creepy. Like, it's almost like you know what you want and you know what you want to talk about, but you're not willing. You're willing to sacrifice some, but to the certain right people. And it's a small crowd. It's not a lot of people. I don't know if it's a humble thing or if it's just a reality check thing for you. I'm not really drawn or stuck on that. It's more or less just the way your nature kind of is showing me you. Whatever that's, I'm done. All right. Capricorn in a second. You got the Lovers and Strength reversed. Dealing with a fire sign or Gemini, Capricorn. Something's going on. Something's going on. Here we go. I'll show you the cards. Why the fuck not? Lovers reversed. Leo. Something's in the way. Something's in the way. I get this something's in the way energy. What's in the way? You tell me. Let's see what we get. I'm curious about this one. Capricorn, here we go. Direction. Trust. Something about direction. Definitely direction. An emotional commitment. Somebody doesn't want to feel duped. It does feel like it's the zodiac sign of Capricorn too. Dupe or in a dilemma or pretending everything's okay. What the fuck? Somebody doesn't want to trust a situation that feels undeemingly unrighteous. And it feels like Capricorn. Here we go. You keep getting the strength cards. So let's see where this goes, Capricorn. I feel like you're not trying to let people play with your strengths or hang on to situations that have already surfaced and ended. The Queen of Cups, emotionally, you're trying to... It's almost like... definitely could be a water or an air sign. You're not trying to... Water, air, or fire sign, maybe Leo, that you're not trying to let get in the way or emotionally disturb you at this point. Knight of Swords. I do feel like emotionally you want to invest and you're aware you want to invest in a situation. You just don't trust it. I don't trust energy here. Why don't you trust the balance of this? Look at this. 7 of Swords reversed. You don't trust this shit as far as you can throw it. And you already fucking know this. You know it. You dealt with it already. This is something you've already dealt with. Something may have come back towards you that you don't trust. The Hermit is upright with the 5 of Cups reversed. I feel like something you let go is trying to come back in. And you're not really sure if you can trust it or if you should even deal with it. The Queen of Pentacles could be a fortunate lady. The 9 of Cups, maybe a fortunate man. The 9 of Cups, emotionally, you want to open up to the surface of if the emotions are true. You want to take the chance, but at the same time, I feel like you have this. Maybe I should just move on energy. Maybe I should just move on. Maybe I should keep this behind me energy. Definitely could be a fire, water, or air sign. Something about I don't know if I can test the time or if I have the patience to emotionally trust in the value or the happiness that could be in front of me. Clarify that. Capricorn. It tells me that you're going to pretend like everything's fine. You're going to move away from it and you're going to communicate somewhere else. I don't feel like you're going to tell all. I feel like you'll leave that to yourself. You won't open up about that. You may feel like somebody's fooling you, so you're going to try to get the upper hand and fool them, or make them think that you're going to give them more than they deserve. I don't know what this is about, but somebody's going to get left behind. Somebody's going to get hurt. This tells me somebody's getting hurt, whether it's you or them. I don't care who the fuck it is. Somebody's getting hurt. Somebody's being fooled or foolish. Ace of Pentacles, 2 of Swords, 9 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles. I do get the energy. The Ace of Pentacles, the 2 of Swords, to the 9 of Pentacles reversed, to the 7 of Cups reversed, to the 4 of Pentacles reversed. You're not really letting things throw you out of whack right now. You're seeing things for what they are. And if they're not worth fighting for, or you don't find them to be something to truly invest in love, you're going to let it fall to shambles, and you're going to be okay with it. I feel like you're going to really try to focus your heart's desire on a real love connection that can establish true connection or feeling. And if it doesn't feel like it's changed, you're going to say goodbye to it or not emotionally be available. You'll cut free. You'll get away from it. And it's definitely a fire, air, or water sign. I'm done. It's a fire, air, or water sign. You're done with it. You're over that. You'll start manifesting a beautiful beginning, letting go of what you couldn't have or what you didn't believe trusted you. You'll say goodbye to it faster than it comes in. You're not going to let a victory get in the way of your happiness. Why would you move towards something you don't trust? You won't, because you're learning how to trust yourself. I like that. I do feel like it is going to overwhelm you at times. I do feel like it's going to make you think or make you wonder if you're making the right decision. I feel like the ending teaches you made the right decision, or you just say, you know what, this isn't love. This is a quickie. This is a quick time, and then I'm see you later, sayonara, gone by it. You know what's fucked up is I saw this reading before it came out days ago. And like in my mind, and it's on the table. That's for you guys to like. I'm sick in bed and I'm seeing your reading, and it's actually coming on the table the way I saw me read you, which is fucked. Not really. Just lets me know that even when I'm sick, it just doesn't shut off. I try to let it be calm, but once in a while I'll run through each zodiac sign. Here we go. Nine of Swords. Don't let things hinder your patience, your acknowledgement, or your intuition right now. Be bold, be ready, accept letting go of things that left you behind or at a distance or made you wonder. All right? That's your card. Made you wonder. It didn't show you the passion, the love, the creation you deserved. Go find that for yourself, because if you don't, I guarantee if you try to go towards something, it starts passionate. It ends. Communication builds for a little while for it to do one more thing. End again. I'm done. Find that true love commitment, and don't sacrifice yourself for situations that don't mean like the tenfold experience, the true initial connection. If you want to have a good time and you like doing shit like that, go for it. But if you want something of stability, this isn't it. And I feel like the scary part about this reading is when I read you laying in bed, you know that. You are already aware of it. If you want to have a good time, go for it. You want to manifest a good time, enjoy it. But I see you jumping over it like a fucking frog leaps over a lily pad. All right. I see you saying it was what it was. It was an experience and I got what I wanted, in and out. I feel like you'll be in and out with it and have no remorse towards it. I could feel that energy, and I didn't really care for it, but I wasn't unprivy to it. Here we go. Anything else with Capricorn? Two of Cups reversed, Two of Swords upright, and the Ace. It won't build a direction of security. This will not build a direction of security. It'll be two people going after a situation they want to invest in, but at the same time, the investment, when it comes to balance, ends up falling apart. Falls apart. Ten of Swords, like I said, somebody gets hurt. Page of Pentacles to the Eight of Pentacles. It stops growing, and that's the judgment that is had. Ain't that some shit? Where's the balance come from? Emotionally being receptive to knowing what's not worth the risk, or not what's worth the time of communication. Not pretending like everything's fine, just moving away from it because it doesn't make you happy, or you don't trust something about it. I'm not happy. I don't trust it. Or emotionally, I can invest in a higher sense of somebody who values me, not somebody who had the opportunity in the past. I'm not going to be patient with it, and I feel like I'm reading your energy. Through most of that reading, I felt like I was picking up on you. Here we go. Not all of it, but most of it. You had somebody from the past trying to show back up, and I just feel like it would be an experience, nothing more, nothing less. Somebody gets hurt, and that's that. Here we go. Aquarius. What do we have for you? What do we have for Aquarius? Straight to the point for Aquarius. Show me something for Aquarius. Straight to the point for them. What is the message for Aquarius? Straight to the point. Let's go. See what we get. You moved away from situations, whether you've gotten that communication or they just felt like they were devastating, hurtful. I feel like the things that didn't balance out, something about whatever didn't balance out, you've outgrown the situation. You've cut the communication with it. You've decided, you know what, it isn't worth it. You know what, there's too many other things that I can value or can value me. I also get the energy like you've learned how to value yourself, or represent knowing how to trust a little bit more inside of yourself and put the investment more towards yourself. Not let things of the past hurt you anymore. Aquarius has got this I've fucking woken up energy. I'm not going to be played emotionally energy. I cut free of that bullshit. Nobody's going to emotionally hurt me or attack me. I will cut free of that. I know that's going to throw me out of keel or out of balance, and I'm not letting that happen. You may not be too happy with a work situation right now. Eight of Swords, I feel like it's causing a lot of stress and you're trying to let go of that. You're trying to be the better person in a work endeavor, or feeling like you're carrying a lot of the workload. Something about I'm carrying a lot of the workload. 10 of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, Eight of Wands. I do feel like you want somebody to communicate with you. So if you have a partner, you may want to communicate with them or have them communicate with you, like how to make things a little more even Steven kind of energy. Five of Wands, Seven of Wands, and the High Priestess. What are you trusting right now? I feel like you're not trusting the outside opinions of others. I do feel like the Emperor, the Four of Swords, and the Three of Cups, you're wanting to establish new connections or knowing you need to do more. The Wheel of Fortune with the King of Cups, I feel like you've held back on meeting the connections or the future connections, future people that you could have already met. 10 of Wands, something about holding back. I feel like the discoveries of the past have stopped you from moving forward. I feel like now you don't stress about that. I feel like you're being patient with recognizing and honoring, seeing that as the outcome, knowing that was the problem. There's nothing wrong with you discovering something like that, or recognizing you were hung up on something like that, or recognizing it was slowing down your own happiness. I feel like you're willing to work yourself out of that hole. I feel like you're like, no, fuck that. I'm not going to lie to myself about how I feel, or that something's ended, or it's almost like I don't want to feel helpless about situations that I wanted to help or be a part of. Something like that. Here we go. You got to keep continuing to put work in, but you got to make sure you're getting enough sleep and not letting things get the best of you or treat you unfair. Something about don't let things treat you unfairly. This has to do with work and home environment. Something about work and home is what I'm feeling heavily over you. You got to make sure it's flowing equally, because it doesn't feel like emotionally you feel like it is. I feel like you feel like it's dragging you down or making you tired. Queen of Wands with the Ace of Wands to the Four of Pentacles. I feel like you're like letting go of feeling that way, or you're noticing the toxic things need to be behind you completely and emotionally shutting it off. I also feel like you're trusting your judgment, your wisdom. You're not letting a lover make you feel the Ten of Swords energy anymore. The Knight of Wands is something you wanted to play with. You had to strengthen up and let go of. Nine of Cups is not being emotionally burdened about how you felt attached to the person or situation. Might have felt like they were a soulmate at one point. The Empress is you embodying changes within inside of yourself, or having the self-respect for you with the ending or the outcome. Something about the ending and the outcome. You recognizing that wasn't the one for you. You recognizing I have to cut free of that. Being aware of it and accepting it. Letting it be what it is and not being mad about it. I feel like this is where you are, and this is the good thing. This is what's healthy for you. Letting go of something that was unhealthy so you can invite changes. Change of perspective, change of people, changes of things to come. Tower, Five of Pentacles. You definitely let go of things that upset you emotionally, or if they've been upsetting you with a work thing or emotionally keeping you feeling stagnant. Let's clarify the stagnant energy. Thank you for the super chat, Joanne. Excuse me, Joe Alderman. Thank you, Joe Alderman. Give me something else. What's the stagnant energy? Feeling like you're putting all the work in yourself. Also feeling like when it comes to doing something fun for yourself, that I feel like you have the not only the epiphany, but the clear knowing. You have this clear knowing. I can't let the things of the past disturb me. I just got to cut free of them. The things that emotionally burden me, I can't be in that energy anymore. I've got to soar away from this shit. Nine of Pentacles. There's structure around me that I want balance with, but it just doesn't feel like it's surfacing. You got to remember, you can create the balance. Six of Pentacles. This is me telling you 2 times over. It's like winning a scratch ticket multiple times, that you can create the abundance or the happiness you deserve. I feel like you need to remind yourself of this and believe in the truth and clarity that everything will be fine, and not focus on how everything wasn't fine. I feel like you're establishing that connection with yourself. That's a very beautiful thing. It also may make you very, very feel distant from wanting to get emotionally connected to somebody else. I feel like you're becoming emotionally concerned with recognizing what you won't tolerate, or what's worth your value, or what's worth your time. Something about I have to focus on what meets me halfway. And you're very, very acknowledged about that, or very pronounced with knowing that. Five of Wands reverse, Seven of Wands reverse, and the High Priestess. This tells me you're not going to let shit come towards you or burden you, because you're going to trust or see through the bullshit. Good for you, Aquarius. Jesus. Emotionally, what's going on with you, though? You're trying not to be stressed out. It tells me about work or about leaving things behind you that don't don't show change or value, whether it's value in you or excitement in it's you. It's either listening to you, focusing on you, or trust something about trusting you. I feel like you're cutting free of all that and you're finding your own direction, your own stability, your own happiness, and you're letting go of the things that don't work or that try to give you that fucking that skeleton energy, 10 of swords. You're like, fuck that. I ain't got time for this. I know what true love is. I know what self-love is. I'm gonna preserve it, whether love comes in, lust comes in, whatever the fuck comes in, and I gotta trust this wisdom, judgment this time in my life. Good for you. I feel like you're really focused on the betterment of knowing things. I feel like you're very clear minded, but I also feel like you're blocking a little bit of how you like playing with your emotions more than you should. I feel like you're holding back on the emotions you want to go towards. And I feel like that's only for now. I feel like once you finish with this cycle of shit you're going through with the outside world and work and family, maybe a love interest, the love interest feels like it's done with. The family thing feels like it's a work in progress. The work thing feels like a headache. Once you get past these three things, now your emotions start to open up. Something like that is what I'm feeling for you. I don't know why I'm picking this up for you, but this is what I'm getting for the zodiac sign of Aquarius. You're gonna have to be patient and recognize the past has taught you a lot of things, but it's not slowing you down. It's just making you realize you'll be ready when you're ready. That's what I have for Aquarius. Okay. I do have to blow my nose. Give me a second, everybody. I'll be right back. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Wow, this sickness kicked my ass. I mean, badly kicked my ass. I'm not even gonna fuck around with how bad it kicked me. It beat my ass to death. I was like, Jesus, it fucking feels like COVID. I'm sweating in this shirt right now. You have no idea. My back is soaked right now. Oh, it's like, when will it end? Here we go. Let's go. You got 2 on the table. Balance. Pisces and the 10 of swords. I feel like you're trying to balance out things that didn't work out. Some of you, it's the communication with a fire sign or an air sign. It's one or the other. The lack of communication with a fire, air, or water sign. I don't feel like you want to be burdened by things that upset you. I feel like you've had to I feel like you were tested. Something about feel like you were tested, or you had to keep pouring the cup from one cup to the other kind of energy. 9 of Pentacles, I feel like you didn't want to stand alone or believe that you had to do things on your own. I feel like it was hard for you to trust or believe in until you recognized this is what the fuck I have to do to get balance. I have to show self-love. I have to trust myself. I can't worry about this shadow of a love, shadow of a doubt, this disconnect, this karmic soul situation, or this lack of true committal energy. I feel like you had to learn how not to stress about that. The Queen of Cups is reversed. The High Priestess is reversed. The 4 of Pentacles and the 8 of Cups. I feel like you had to really gain the perspective of letting go. Letting go of the things that don't serve you or hurt you. I do feel like you did. I don't feel like you wanted to, though. Something about this in reverse makes it feel like it was hard to say goodbye or no to. The Queen of Wands with the Devil. I feel like somebody deceived you. I feel like you were deceived. Could have been a Leo, could have been a Capricorn, could have been a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. It could have been a Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. 5 of Cups, Page of Cups. Whoever it was, I feel like you wanted to emotionally attach or like talk to. I feel like you were wasting your time. Something about I was wasting my time and I needed to move on. I needed to trust my own nature. I needed to respect myself. I couldn't work in a direction that was upsetting me anymore. I had to let this go. 7 of Wands. Also, some of you, this happened. Some of you, if this hasn't been a connection with a person, this has been something in work that's bothering you. People in work have been bothering you. The Strength card and King of Pentacles. There's your work. I feel like you had to strengthen up. You've had to like kind of muster through the problems with a work endeavor or knowing who to work with, what to trust. What's going on? Pisces. Right on my hand. You've been trying to pretend. Look at this. I feel like you've been trying to pretend like everything is fine, or you've been fighting for everything to be fine. whether this was a love situation you had to let go. It doesn't feel like you're as attached to that love situation as you're attached to, it feels more like you're attached to a situation with work. Some of you, it's a work situation where you might have felt like people weren't treating you fairly, or respecting your boundaries. Something about boundaries. I'm done. Here we go. I'm going to pick them up. I'm going to do it again for Pisces. Got some of them wet, damn it. I hate when they get wet. Thank God they're thick cards because they're not going to be all ruined. My Red Bull's sweating like crazy. Oh, wait a minute. Use this. I have one paper towel left. Oh, can't blow my nose again, but I'm pretty much done with the signs. Here we go. Here we go. Pisces. Show me something for Pisces. Straight to the point for Pisces. What do we have for you? What's here for Pisces? Okay. Straight to the point for Pisces. Pisces, straight to the point for you. Holy shit, I should have just let it stay out. 10 of Pentacles reversed. So things haven't felt like they're making sense in love. I feel like you've tried to say, you know what, I'm not going to let that upset me at this point anymore. Whether it's career or love, things have been upsetting you. It's telling me things in career or love have been upsetting you, and you're not trying to let it get the best of you. You're just trying to move on from it. You also may feel the lack of trust in a connection that you once had integrity with, whether this is a work thing or a person. You may trust the integrity or moving towards it or building in that direction. 2 of Cups is reversed. I feel like you may have felt like a lover was deceptive with you or was not emotionally receptive to you. 2 of Swords to the 10 of Cups. I feel like you've accepted the ending or the lack of getting what you wanted. The 7 of Pentacles was not easy. The 7 of Pentacles in reverse makes me feel like you were hanging in to get more than you could. So you recognize it was I'm going to say it was a waste of time and you had to go somewhere else. You couldn't stress about a situation that was not worth your stress. The Tower. I feel like you had to change. You had to let go of an outcome. Some of you may still be going through this with a work endeavor. Something about work is coming up for you where it's like work isn't working out. I feel like you're not trying to stress or have health issues, but also I do get the energy you may wanting to leave a job or position or move on from where you are. Might not be happy with where you live, or feeling like moving somewhere else may bring in some other kind of structure, wouldn't keep you hanging out of balance, whatever that is, whether it's emotionally or pretending like everything's fine with how you feel. King of Pentacles makes me feel like you're really thinking about what's going to make sense in the future. 7 of Wands to the 4 of Wands to the King of Swords reversed to the Sun. But you're not letting things upset you at this point. You're becoming aware. I can't let things upset me. I feel like you're valuing that you just need to focus on changes or putting the work. Something about I need to put the work and decision towards making changes. I have to trust this. The Hierophant. The 5 of Swords. The 6 of Swords. What's going on? The Ace of Wands. A lot of you, it's recognizing things of the past that had hurt you. They're not worth your time. They're not worth your time. They're not worth your communication. If it didn't manifest, it doesn't make you foolish. It just makes you need to start over and be patient with starting over. I'm telling you, this is what you need. Queen of Wands, open your heart to sacrificing knowing what you want in love or what you're deserving of in love or career. Something about love and career are important for you, and going in that direction or manifesting what you want in both avenues. I feel like you need to focus on the both right now. I'm going to tell you, you're going to do this. It's something about it's going to take its time you'll get one and then you'll get the other. I don't feel like they double stack. Something about they don't double stack. And it's probably going to be you going towards career before love. Something about getting balance. I don't see it being love first. I feel like it's more like career. There's balance, double balance. Moving on, the world. What is this? Judgment, Page of Wands. I don't see communication. Page of Wands is reversed. Emotionally, it's reversed. I feel like you move on with Fortune before you move towards love. This is what I'm telling you. I feel like the things that have upset you, you completely let go of. You open up towards what's going to be of value to you. Nine of Cups is you not being burdened by the fights, the problems in the past, and you trusting the decisions ahead or the direction ahead. A lot of it feels like you're going to go into a direction where you focus more on what's gonna balance me, what's gonna bring me in more stability. And it doesn't feel like a person is attached to that more than you are. It feels like you're more attached to that than a person, and then eventually you may get the opportunity of a person. Let me ask the question before we go. Will they get the opportunity of a person? Will they get the opportunity of a person for Pisces? Hold on. Yes, no? Let's see how many cards we get up, reversed or upright. First one's out, Emperor. Yes or no? What is it? What is it? So far, one more. Let's see what we get. It's going to be a 50-50. I'm done. It's going to be a 50-50 shot for some of you. Some of you are going to do it alone. Some of you are going to have the opportunity of somebody else. You have a 50-50 chance with this one. It's like the flip of a coin. I'll give you another roll. See what happens. Love after Fortune. It's 50-50 again. Six of Cups, letting go of the past. The Star and the Fool, if you're ready to participate. The Queen of Swords, if you've cut out the things that don't distract you. You have a 50-50 again. The difference is the cards were in the middle in reverse. Now they're on the outsides in reverse. I got two. What are they? You have I asked a question of will you move towards love? And it tells me if you're really willing to let go of what's happened, energy. Six of Pentacles reversed, Justice upright. If you're willing to recognize things didn't work out for your higher good. Page of Wands makes you feel like if you're willing to communicate or have the sacrifice to move on from a situation that upset you. A lot of you, it was a fire sign or a water sign. Could have been a fire sign, water sign. Definitely a fire, water sign. Definitely a fire or water sign. I'm done. Maybe an earth sign. I feel like the earth direction is you recognizing that this is the direction that makes sense, taking care of you and yours before anything else, and then worrying about having that happiness show up. I feel like you just got to tell your mind this. I feel like you can't get lost in a direction or worry about love right now. I feel like that's not going to help you move forward at this point. I feel like it's not letting things I feel like you just got to be patient with the growth. And I feel like it's love. I'm done. I feel like it's love. I feel like reversed, it's the love situation. Walk away from things that don't serve you right now and build towards things that you can work towards. Make the right decision, the right sacrifice. Three of Swords is reversed. I feel like you're in a building situation. I feel like if you were to go towards a lover right now, it would just remind you of the past. So just be careful of that, thoughtful of that. I feel like you're going to focus more on career or moving. Something about career or moving, changing, whether it's changing a status at a position, completely leaving the job for another, or moving away from where you are to another place to start over. You have this I want to start over energy. I get this I want to start over energy with you. I don't see love showing up for a while. I don't feel like you're going to trust it. It's making me feel like you won't trust it or you don't want to be confused by it. I feel like you're going to be more focused on financial gain, taking care of your kids or health situations or grandchildren, something like that. I don't see you worrying about love. Every time I pull love for you, it's in the reverse, where you're thinking about it, but then it goes reversed. Every time. I feel like it's something you want or desire, but it's just not showing you the committed energy, or you're not feeling like you can trust it, or you're willing to communicate or balance it out right now. I feel like you need more time with balance and the outcome of that before that wheel starts spinning in your favor. I do feel like you'll have the opportunity, you'll have the wish fulfillment. I do feel like a lot of it has to do with you getting over the past or cutting out things that were unbalanced. Once you start to cut out things that were unbalanced, emotionally, I think you'll become more receptive of a direction you want to go in. I feel like you want to go towards love, but it feels off. It feels off, or it's too stressful, and it feels like you need to stay cut away from it or back away from it. Something about I got to stay away from it for right now. I can't open up my heart to a situation. Something about I'm aware of this. Five of Swords and the happiness. It's like I want it, but I don't know if I can believe in it to stick around, or if it's gonna last. I don't feel like you believe it will, or you think it'll be worth fighting for. That's why I feel like you'll be focusing on financial independence more than anything, and not getting stuck on a love situation. This is what I have for Pisces. I hope you guys enjoyed these readings. I do have to blow my nose again. I'm gonna get out of here, get some sleep. You guys have a great rest of the weekend. I will see you soon. Hopefully, I'm fully healthy the next time I see you. Please remember to hit the like button if you like the content. Subscribe. Thanks again. Good night. Bye, everybody.